Yo, what up, my people? This is JR Glent from Defy Life. If you're looking for an in-depth, honest, at times hilarious conversation on anything from current events to sports to entertainment and more, check out myself, Alvin, Thomas, Gerald, and Yosh on the Defy Life podcast. Dropping every Wednesday, available at godefylife.com and everywhere your favorite podcasts are available. And as always, if you're not rocking with Defy Life, what's your life about?
The following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
On today's episode of the Relationship Status Podcast, CL, Nique, and Yusuf discuss deal breakers and non-negotiables. They answer the question, what is the difference between a deal breaker and a non-negotiable? The crew gives their examples for each. Yusuf modifies chivalry, says, I'm just not opening the first door. CL talks about building good credit with your significant other. Nique hates needy people. And of course, the crew gets into their Ask Nique segment. Here's the crew, CL, Nique, and Yusuf.
Hello and welcome, girls, to my channel. Chengi's World is all happening. Now, today's video is about non-negotiables. Non-negotiables are the only way for a girl to save herself a lot of heartache and pain and disappointment. Why decide what you don't want when you're caught up emotionally? You're already in the relationship, you're stuck with him, and now certain things that you didn't think mattered, that you didn't vet, that you didn't check, come to the fore and things get complicated. No, every single girl who is out there dating has to have her set of non-negotiables.
Welcome to the Relationship Status Podcast. My name is Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf, in the building.
And today's episode is going to be about non-negotiables and deal breakers.
What you like, what you don't like, what you didn't know you liked.
Which you won't deal with. What's the difference between a non-negotiable and a deal breaker?
Deal breakers, I think, instantly get you cut off. Non-negotiables really are sometimes negotiables. It just depends on how non-negotiable they are.
Depends on the person, I believe.
Depends on how you feel about the person, the individual. But they're pretty much the same thing. Even though it's a slight contradiction there. But they're pretty much the same thing.
Okay. So let me ask, since there are two fellas in the room, I'm the only female, what are y'all deal breakers? But we can start with you.
We can start with deal breakers.
No, Jose, we can start with you.
Deal breakers, disrespect.
Okay.
Because I personally don't practice disrespect. Mm-hmm. Never called a woman out of her name. Never cursed a woman out. Never really had too many arguments.
Oh, so you don't fuss?
Depends on what it's about. Okay. Some things are worth the conversation. Some things aren't. But even in talking, we're not going to be disrespectful.
Okay.
So disrespect, like cursing people out, calling them out their name, saying things you don't mean or maybe hurtful, or even personal things you know about them, used to attack them during the course of an argument, that's probably a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Because we can disagree and be respectful. So I would say respect is my first deal breaker.
Okay. What about you?
I got about 9 of them on here, maybe 10.
Okay.
But I ain't going to run through all of them since we're doing one at a time.
Let's one at a time.
I would say not accepting of my kids.
Not accepting of your kids?
Yeah. Like if a person doesn't accept the fact that is not, I wouldn't say they're not accepting of the fact that I have kids, but doesn't try to, during the duration of the relationship, does not try to form a relationship with my kids.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but they don't even know you well enough yet.
No, I'm just if you're talking about a deal breaker. To me, there's the difference between non-negotiables and deal breakers. Non-negotiables are things you won't do in a relationship, like before the relationship starts.
Okay.
A deal breaker is things that break up the relationship.
So if you're saying you're in a year and she says, "I don't want a relationship with your kids,"
or she's not trying to have.
She's not trying to have a relationship. Like my kids, like.
But isn't that something you have to forge?
Yeah, no, that's I think that
have to do that on our own.
I think that the person who you're with, if you have kids, I'm not saying they have to go out of their way, but they almost have to try to create a relationship with your kids, because if your kids feel the separation between them and the person that you're with, it kind of puts them in a bad place, and you never want your kids uncomfortable around anybody that you may have them around,
because they won't want them around.
Yeah, and if it's a relationship. Let's say me and the girl are living together at this point, and my kids have to come visit every other weekend. If when they come, like they can't, like she goes in the room and closes the door.
Well, shouldn't have been a lot more interact. You have to do some pre-screening.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like in a relation, before you get to having someone around your kids.
Yeah, it should be some questions you already know, unless you just lied.
No, what I'm saying is, it's some things that you should know, but I think early on in relationships, people say they can deal with things they really can't deal with. Then they may not know that they can't deal with it.
That's not the question. It's your responsibility to brief this person about your life.
Oh no, yeah, and that's what I've done.
You can vent her by asking questions, giving scenarios, trying to figure out if she's even a good fit, and is she gonna be able to deal with you and your kids.
No, I'm telling you, I'm okay with. I'm telling you, I have done that. Okay. I'm telling you, this the hypothetical is that has been done. And when you tell them about the situation,
can I explain it a little bit better for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it looks like you're struggling to explain it. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
What he's stating is, if you have kids and a person doesn't show that they're trying to interact with your kids or be as one with your kids, and you accept your package and be that adult, that extra adult in your kid's life, that's a deal breaker.
Okay, but isn't that your responsibility?
No, that's not. That's that individual's responsibility. It's my responsibility to make sure the two meet.
Well, hold on. This is why I asked, is it your responsibility? You're asking them to join your team. Mm-hmm. So shouldn't you figure out how for them to transition into being them a part of your team?
But see, I was going to say that. I said, people will tell you, hey, look, you have conversation about that. Okay. You know, my kids are important to me. And if someone's going to be in my life, I need them to be okay, you know, to be able to interact with my children. Are you comfortable with kids? Are you comfortable being around kids? And you have these little conversations and you say, hey, if this, if that, and people will go, sure, yeah, no problem. I like kids. I'll this, that, and the third, until actually thrust into the situation. And then their actual natural reaction starts to kick in. You see what I'm saying? So it may not be, you may have a conversation with somebody and then they are that. But there are those people who say, yes, I can. And then when they're in the situation, they realize that they can't.
Now, if they're not as invested in your kids, don't they have that right?
They have the right, but then I have the right for them not to be with me.
So if the young lady in question didn't interact with your kids enough, you would break up with said person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the goal is to get married, then I would think you would want someone that you are going to consider your wife or husband to interact with your kids, to have a relationship with your kids.
If getting married is your goal, I think it's some preventative measures you have to take and make.
Of course.
Before you even get to the point of moving her in. Of course. Because if you moved her in and you didn't know this,
then that would be on me. No, that was kind of like a hypothetical. That was a little bit extreme hypothetical.
No, actually that's not. Especially since, for me as a woman that has my kids all the time, I can see that with me. But with him, he has his kids.
It's a little bit different every other weekend.
His kids are here every other weekend. So that individual, that woman, especially if she doesn't have kids, she may think she can handle it, but once the kids are here and things are changing, they can't go out the way they want to go out. They can't, she can't walk around naked as she wants to walk around naked, because it's not something that she's used to. She's not used to having those type of boundaries, and those boundaries are not there all the time. Okay. It's like a cutoff.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. What if your kid's bad? I'm not a big fan of your kids.
I can't do bad kids.
No, that's a deal breaker for me as well.
That's a deal breaker.
If your kids, if you got some bad, no. If you got bad kids,
okay.
If you got some bad kids, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yep.
So you would be out as well in that situation.
Oh God, yes, I'm out. Hey, look, you enjoy your life, because I wouldn't want. Because I'm gonna tell you what, one of the shakiest grounds for. I know for a man, I don't know what it's like for a woman, but for a man dealing with a woman with kids,
yes,
is telling them how to reprimand or raise their kids.
Okay, that's always going to be a problem.
Fragile. So, like, if the kid is like, if kids are bad and they just doing stuff, and my natural reaction, as my profession and the fact that I have kids and I know how I reprimand my kids and deal with my kids, I would want to do that. And if your kids is that bad, that means you don't do that and you don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation before, and I was out. Like, I had to be like, yo, look, I'm sorry, we just can't, this ain't gonna work, because I don't want to, at the end of the day, those are her kids for the rest of her life.
Just like your kids are.
For the rest of my life. The person can be interchangeable, whether you get married or whatever. That person could be out at any point. You have to make a decision between your kids and that person, and I never want to put anybody in that position. Okay. So that's why I would be out, because I don't want anybody to feel like, well, you trying to raise my kids. And then that brings in another part, because of the non-custodial parent, or in Nique's case, if it was if like her kid's father or whatever would come into the picture. I'm just saying, as in, for example, the father might have a problem with the man reprimanding.
True. And I have an issue with
the man reprimanding the child or whatever.
Okay.
So it just causes too much. I'd rather just be, if your kid's bad as hell, you deal with them. I'm out.
I agree with that, because, like, all right, this is how I look at it, and this is for women. I don't have bad kids. My kids ain't bad like that. But if
allegedly
they have mouthpieces like their mother, but they're not bad. I don't have big issues out of them. But if a woman has bad kids, especially little boys, and yes,
are we discriminating against boys?
Listen, especially little boys, because little boys can be very active and very disrespectful, and
girls can't.
I mean, yeah, but boys are a little bit more active and hyperactive, put it like that. So if a woman has bad little boys, and she has this man that comes into her life, and he's trying to be a great influence, like, hey, maybe you should do X, Y, Z. And she doesn't listen because the father's involved and this, that, and the other. I don't like that. I think, I
so that
understand.
Is a deal breaker?
Yeah, I think a man would. I think a man should walk away, because at this moment, you have an individual that's coming to your life trying to make changes for the better of not just y'all future, but for your future and your children's future. And you're looking at it as, no, you can't talk to my son like that because he has a father and his father is not going to like it. Well, apparently somebody needs to talk to him like that, because his father's not doing a great job. So I would say the same thing. But I always tell people, if you don't have any kids, and like, especially my male friends, if you're dating a woman that has kids, like, don't waste her time. Find somebody who doesn't have kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always say that, because it's hard coming into, especially even with women, it's hard going into a relationship or dating someone that has kids, and you're not going to always understand those things. So it's just best that.
Or older kids, you might want to date somebody who has older kids going into college, or they're already out of the house. You might want.
That's a difference in, you used to being by yourself. You're used to not having to be responsible for anybody other than a dog. And here is this little tiny person that they have to take care of. And they have no choice. They can't just take that back to the store or sell it to someone. That's a person that they have to raise and feed and make sure it gets to school on time. So, yeah.
So that is a definite deal breaker.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Okay. Neat.
All right. A deal breaker for me is a guy that picks on every little thing I do. Like, for instance, I wear my hair curly. And he's always like, oh, your hair is always curly. And like Shirley Temple, or like he calls me names. Or why do you wear those type of shoes? Or why do you wear that type of perfume? Like, I hate a guy that, or why do you eat chitlins?
Why he
Ew.
questions everything you're doing?
Yeah, I hate that.
Do you like chitlins?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay.
It's disgusting.
That's okay.
That's the country girl in me.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Pixie, all.
are we sometimes confusing critique and criticize? Because you might need to switch your hair up. You might want it straight sometime. You want a little different look.
I mean, but I do wear my hair straight.
I'm not saying how you wear your hair. I'm just asking.
But I mean, if you're picking on me on every little thing.
You say picking.
Yeah.
He might not be picking. You might need to step up your fits a little bit. You know, like you need to change your outfits a little bit. You got nine of the same sweaters in different colors. That's the same outfit.
All right, then go shopping with me.
Well, what if he's willing to do that?
Don't pick on me then.
Well, he's got to pick on you maybe to get your attention. But you say pick. He might just be having a conversation, but you're keeping score and stockpiling what he says. And sometimes that may seem like a lot more pressure. Oh, like you don't like my hair? I'm just saying it could be different.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Nope.
Okay.
That's your deal breaker. It's your deal breaker.
That's my deal breaker. If every time I talk to you or every time we go out, you have something negative to say about me, then that's a deal breaker.
But why are you calling it negative?
Because if it's always...
It's just your opinion? He may not mean it to be negative.
No, if you're telling me like, hey, you know,
you
why
might
you don't
always
wear
wear
your
black.
hair?
He be like, you need to chill out on some of the black.
That's not picking on me though. That's just giving your opinion on what you would like for me to wear other colors. You would like to see me in other things. But if you're picking on me like, oh, well, why are you wearing those type of K-Swiss? Those are old. Nobody wears those no more.
Well, why don't you just answer some of these questions? And tell them why. Maybe 1995 was a good year. That's why I got these K-Swiss on.
Let's see. What's your next deal breaker?
This is a deal breaker, but I don't think women have to do as much here.
What?
Keeping their word. Like women, traditionally word is 50-50. I might do it, might not do it. But I do appreciate if you can keep your word in most things that you say and mean. Like not everything. If you say you're going to cook and then you don't cook, that's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say it's only me and it's not only me,
you
could have a problem here. Like, so it will be keeping your word and valuing your commitments.
Okay.
And that's the commitment to your friends. That's commitment to your church or whatever you do. Even if your commitment affects me, I like the fact if you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it.
Well, I mean, what if she, it is only you. She's just talking to other people.
Oh, it's only me. It's not enough.
It's only you. It's only you that she goes out with. It's only you that...
That's cool. That you're valuing your commitment.
Yeah, but she still talks to other people.
Okay, well...
She's not lying.
You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Just tell me the rules we playing by, because I want to play by the same rules. That's all. If you talk to other people, I want to have the same liberties on this side. If you talk to two other people, give me two other people I can talk to.
But you have to ask those questions. You can't ask her, am I the only one?
No.
She's going to say, you're the only one.
When I come in, you already know what the options are. You know how this game is being played. It's only one. That's it. That's it. It ain't nothing else. Nah, you can tell I ain't too tight. Like, no.
All right. So what's another on your list, Yusuf?
Not embracing your sexy.
All the time?
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker?
You got to embrace the sexy.
All the time?
All the time.
Now explain that to me.
Please.
Because I don't know. I don't know if this is... I don't know if we're on the same street. I don't know.
I wouldn't say all the time. Like, always wearing big... What's the word? What's the way I can say it without...
Baggy clothes?
Yeah, when... baggy clothes all the time. Big
Well, not presenting the best you.
Yeah, not presenting the best you that you can be. And not only that, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Big behind drawers all the damn time. And
okay. So you want to have coordinated lingerie?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be coordinated, but it should have some.
Well, it should match.
It should at least match. You know what I'm saying? And it should have some sexy to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
when should it match?
Like,
what should it match?
When should it match? Like, does it matter? I mean,
so you have a different color bra and underpants?
That matters?
It's Yusuf. It's not me.
Why you do that? I don't know. Well, yeah, I would. I would like to. Who knows at what point I'm gonna take your clothes off, and I would like to be.
But so that's gonna stop you?
No, it's not a matter of stopping, but I want you to know that you took time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's about.
That's why I asked.
You took time just in case this is about to go down.
So just randomly because her bra and
if you are ready, you don't have to get ready.
So
if you're ready, you ain't got to get ready.
So listen.
Okay.
So if just randomly y'all decide to have intercourse and her bra and panties don't match, that's a deal breaker?
No, that's not a deal breaker. But if you don't, if you consistently like that, I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's every
wash both of them together, or don't they come in sets?
No, actually, panty and drawers come separate.
I know, but can't you get them to coordinate?
Can't you get them to coordinate?
Oh yeah, you can't get them to coordinate.
Exactly.
But usually the ones that coordinate, regular women.
It's me. You should go all out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Victoria's Secret is like
$8
and up.
Okay. Hey, listen, we can go to the store together. My card. Let's make it happen.
So that's something you're willing to invest in.
Oh yeah. I'll invest in the sexy now.
Good.
I will invest in the sexy.
Okay.
Adam and Eve, all that. I'll invest in the sexy now.
Okay. Well, see, that's what's important to you in your relationship. It might not matter. Some things may matter more to other people.
True.
So that is.
It's on my non-negotiable list. Embrace the sexy.
And Nique judging you because you want to embrace the sexy.
I know that's on him.
I said
that's
you judging him,
especially if he's going to invest in that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you should be investing in your partner.
If
either
he
way.
wants to invest in something he wants to see on a regular basis, I will not fuss about it. Let's go to the store. Sure, I will make sure I wear that every single time.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Oh, yeah. And we're gonna get you enough. We're gonna get you enough so you can. We're gonna try to get you up to about 30 days worth, so you ain't never got to be off your game.
Okay.
We're gonna try to get you up there.
I work with that. See,
we're gonna try to get you up there. We're gonna go from a week.
Now, if you just complaining off back and you ain't putting no in, nope.
Oh no. See,
matter.
see now if I'm willing to do so, and you like, well, I ain't wearing that and that. I'm like, okay, there's sexy underwears that ain't blooming now. Like you can get some boy shorts. You can, there's a lot of options out here that are sexy that are not, just granny panties. Or, you know what I'm saying? So let's go to the store. Let's find out what you can get into.
But I do believe she has to invest first.
But she may not have invested that much.
No. Well, you need to invest more.
Yeah. But no, because see, especially if you're listen.
A part of it is her. Like what I mean by that, I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to invest in it if she's already. She may do it, but not as much.
I'm trying to answer as a woman.
Go ahead, answer as a woman. I'm sorry. Go ahead, woman.
But as a woman, yes, we do have certain lingerie, but we don't have a big selection because we're not like. A lot of women are not out there just showing their lingerie. So we don't
it's
have
not about showing, it's about having.
It's about
but I mean we don't have like
I don't have to know it match, but I need to know it match.
Yeah, I need to know it match.
Like boom,
like every once in a while it will match. But it's not gonna match all the time.
You don't stop at a stop sign because a cop's there. You stop because you're supposed to stop. So you're supposed to have it.
No, I stop because the cop is there.
Oh,
okay. Nique, it's on you.
All right, so my next deal breaker is a guy that curses all the time.
Uses bad words.
Yes, bad words.
Wow.
Very bad words. Every single sentence he can't help but say bad words. I hate that. That means like I'm scared to because my phone sometimes doesn't work. Like I can't hear you, so I have to put you on speaker. And if I can't put you on speaker, and you're like F that. This word, that word, and I'm like, oh, it's starting to get embarrassing. Or I can't bring you around because you don't know how to talk. No.
Oh.
That's a deal breaker.
Have you ever had this happen in your life?
It didn't get that far.
Didn't get that
Once.
far. You kind of killed that early.
Very early.
So what's a fair minimum amount of cursing? Cursing for emphasis or just cursing because he don't know what else to say?
Yeah, it was just cursing because he didn't know what else to say. Like, I hate it. Like, it's so bad, I can't even say it on air.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, it's just every single word is, every sentence, there's a curse word. Like, he doesn't know how to use any other word.
Oh, wow.
Bernie Mac out there.
Yeah, low vocabulary.
Very low vocabulary. No.
C, my man C, what you got next?
We're talking about little things or big things here.
Hey,
Big
man, keep it
things.
going.
Big things.
Big things are going on. Yes.
Deal breakers. I would probably, no, I do have a problem with communication could get you out the game quickly. Yeah. You don't want to communicate or can't
Shutting
communicate.
I could scratch that off my list because you covered it.
Yes. I
Shutting
mean,
down. Yeah.
and we could have a relationship, and if we can't communicate, it's going to be really difficult.
And that's a major key.
Yeah, major.
Communication as well as transparency.
Transparency.
Yeah.
Gotta have transparency,
I agree.
but you have to communicate first. Gotta be able to tell your truth, whether the other person likes it or not.
I feel like a person should be able to sit down and let you know how they feel, and you are able to handle that regardless of how stupid it is, and communicate with them effectively.
Why'd you leave with stupid?
Because I mean, like, every problem may not be as big to you as it is to them. Mm-hmm. And I hate when I'm communicating my issue. Like, I didn't like how you didn't hold the door for me.
But that's chivalry. That's not.
But I mean, to him, it may be like, well, it was just this one time. I didn't hold the door for you. Why are you fussing about it?
Would
And
you
it's like,
complain about one time? If he did it 99 times and didn't do it
it depends on how the day went. If the day,
Or if you're having a bad day?
yeah, like if it's been a day where we've been fussing and we've been arguing, and like I see you're changing, like certain things you usually do, you change, and I bring it to your attention, and you're like, that's not a big deal.
Well, things like that shouldn't change because you're having a bad day.
Yeah.
You got to
But
be
I mean,
who you are.
sometimes it can.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not right.
It is. Sometimes I've
does.
noticed, sometimes, not even just with me, with other situations.
But it isn't
It happens.
right. I'm not saying it doesn't
It's
happen.
not.
It's not right. If you open the door, you open the door. Mm-hmm. That doesn't matter if you're fussing or not.
Because if I come behind you and that door comes swinging.
Hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. I watched yesterday, a lady came up to the door. Her husband was still in the car. He was locking up the car.
Okay.
She stood at the door
Well, I mean, that's what they've established in that relationship.
and waited.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And it was she was there. Because I was like, why she ain't coming in the door? She was just standing there.
She just letting you know what she had.
She didn't even look back. She was just,
She don't have to.
I was like, God.
She's confident in what's going to happen.
Hey, you know what he did?
What?
Walk right up and open the door.
Oh, what's wrong? I think
Like,
that's
listen, I'm
nice.
not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you don't see that very often.
I do.
I do.
Somebody wait for somebody to open the door?
Yeah, I do that.
No, I'm sorry.
I practiced that.
It was a long time. It was just the span of time that she stood at the door.
Span of time means nothing.
No,
If
because
you gonna
that's
do
what
what
she
you gonna do.
That's something, like, for instance, I've had a guy that did not like for me to touch the door. Like even the car door. I can't get out the car door. I can't get out the car until he gets out the car, walks around, and opens my door.
Better than me.
And if I did that, he would be mad.
Did you kill chivalry?
I didn't kill chivalry.
What did you do to it? Modify it?
Just a little modification.
What's the modification then?
If we getting out the car,
That's kind of out the car, yeah.
if we getting out the car, because there's two things to me.
What?
If we getting in the car, I'll open the door all day.
But if y'all both getting out, why
If we both getting out,
Why can't you open the door?
Because her hand is closer to the door handle than mine.
Nope, he'll open the door, grab my hand, and help me get out the car.
And you think you're gonna win like this? Okay.
Do I think I'm gonna win?
All right, man.
Hey, listen, all you can do is shoot your shot.
Sound like you're gonna be shooting your shots alone.
Hey man,
I mean, I will say this.
I mean, you would tell her I'm not opening the door.
I wouldn't say anything.
So why wouldn't you communicate it? Now there's a lack of communication. She's expecting you to open the door.
No,
so first date you would open the door or would not open the door?
I think you.
But if that's not who he is, then yeah. If it's a start, if that's not how he starts,
who we are is what we do.
Let me say this.
That's who you are. We have choice.
Let me say. Okay. So if first date, we pull up, right? Mm-hmm. I open my door. She opens her door. We out the car. Like I'm not gonna open my door and rush around to open.
We didn't say rush. Just get out casually and walk to the other side.
I'm just saying. We get to let's say we're going out to eat. We get out the car. Now we get to the front door. I open the door. I don't mind that. We got there about the same time or a few seconds behind. I open the door. She goes in. I pull out a chair for dinner.
Okay.
Tuck it in.
But you haven't told her this.
No, this is just.
This is your nonverbal communication?
This is just action. This is action.
This is terrible.
How is it terrible? I'm opening the door. I'm holding the chair. I'm doing.
This is terrible. Do it all then. Why do 75%?
Why?
What does it benefit you to do 75% when all you have to do is open the door?
But if she opens
the door, you're not willing to go the extra.
But if she opened the door,
it doesn't matter. You tell her not to open the door.
Conversation.
She opened the door for herself, though.
Tell her we don't do that here. If that ain't who you are, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna do, if it's 4 doors, you're gonna open 3 and not open the 4th one. Like I just don't understand the rationale behind it.
Yeah, he opened every single door. It came to a point where if he did open the door before me, not before me, I'm sorry. Like say for instance, he dropped me off at the door and went to park the car. I'm not gonna go in before him, like especially if we're somewhere I don't know where, what, how. I will just stand outside in front of the door.
Yeah. Okay, like if it's raining or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
And we'll walk in together and...
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that. So you practice like half chivalry.
So I would have to go inside the door.
Yeah, on the foyer.
No, I said, and then we leaving out. I hold the door.
I heard,
go to the car.
Everything you said. I'm asking you about the initial first date. You're going to explain to her, I'm not going to be opening your car door. I'll open it when you're getting in. But isn't that a part of communication?
It is a part of communication.
So why wouldn't you communicate?
But why would I tell her that I'm not going to open the door?
Why would the same reason you wouldn't open the door? I don't know. This is your story. Like, I would just open both doors. It's just way easier.
She's not asking for it, and that's not what she expects.
Well, it's a part of the way you want to treat her. It's not what she's asking for.
True. And I will say that, yeah, because with the guy that was opening and closing my doors, I didn't expect that out of him. And I would even tell him, I can open my own damn door. I'm good.
Let me say this. Like I said, if we pulled up to the place.
But you're just telling me the same thing over. I heard this. I'm asking you why. Give me the answer why you're not opening the door.
You asking me why you won't get out and open her door for
her?
her?
Why? That's the question. Not if you do it later. Why won't you initially do that? What does that mean? What is that telling her that you're not or telling her that you are? You real? What is it? Because I don't see the reason why you wouldn't do it. If you're going to open all the other doors.
I have opened doors before. I just don't know. I don't know why. If she opens the door, she opens the door.
So you don't have a reason why?
No, not really.
Then that's the reason you should do it.
I mean.
That's the reason you should do it.
Yeah, I don't know. He used to open the door and help me get out of the car.
Okay.
I think these small nuances of relationships help strengthen the relationship. That's just me personally.
Okay.
That stuff helps you in the long run.
It does.
And you have to build good credit with your lady.
I'm like, he opens, I was on the phone. Girl, he opens the
door
for me. All of them.
But you don't want, what if her deal breaker is chivalry? And you're not being chivalrous. When you don't open the door, she's like, this is done.
Okay.
She just wrote you off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like she may feel like you're not being enough of a gentleman.
Yeah. Well, if you explain it to her, she might would understand. But you just not doing it.
Listen,
just doesn't.
Getting out of, like, dressing up, especially if you have on a dress and some heels, and you're getting out of someone else's car, not yours.
Some of these things are a little bit different. Like
clothes don't really matter.
It matters to me.
See, like if you got a dress and some heels on, yeah, I grab your hand and help you out the car. I mean, I'm just saying, like, stuff like that. Like,
So she has workout clothes on. You can't do it. She got
open
good-
the door to
she
the
got
gym
good
for her
footing.
and all that.
He ain't opening that first door.
Yeah, okay, that's on you, brother.
She was like, we all get out the car. You coming?
No, I ain't gonna do that. But like, if she's sitting there, I once went on a date. It was a
You
long time
still
ago.
haven't said why.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you. This is my only date with this girl. It was years ago.
Okay.
We pulled up to the place.
Mm-hmm.
I got out the car. Now, mind you, my assumption was she got out the car.
You assuming?
Yeah.
That's the first mistake.
By the time we was going to the movies, I might have made it. We was in the park spot. I closed the door, and as I'm walking, I said, "Damn, I hear the other car door close." I look back. I'm like 3 cars up in the spot. And I look back, and she's still sitting in the car waiting for me to open the door. So I came back, opened the door. I said, "You want me to open the door?" She just looked at me funny.
Now,
That's the only date you had
was
with her.
this the last date because of her or you?
No, it's because of me, because I didn't open the door to her. But then again,
Well, I mean,
I'm okay.
isn't she well within her rights? Maybe that was her deal breaker.
But I was okay.
You failed the first test.
Yeah.
And that's one of my deal breakers are just move forward is a person saying this is just the way I am.
Yeah, that's
I
not a real
didn't say
No,
that.
I'm not saying
No,
that. We're
he
just
just
going
didn't
into
say
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not true. We can be whoever we decide to be when we wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change.
Anybody can change.
You can change.
Anybody can change anything.
You can change within
That
reason.
just reminded me of that when you was like, I just don't open the door.
I just didn't know. All right. Here's the thing.
He's talking to us.
Yeah,
He's talking to us.
I mean, just saying, why wouldn't you open the door? I just don't understand
No,
why.
but I think
This whole show
it's
opening the door.
It's just it's tough to change things that you don't really think about doing.
That you don't feel like it's important.
It's just I don't be seeing it. Damn, that was bad grammar. I don't see it. I haven't seen it or looked at it as important. So when I haven't looked at it,
everything you've done in your life, some of it you've never seen, and maybe you're the first in your generation to do it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
I didn't say I never saw it. Well, no, I
You
didn't.
just said I didn't saw it.
No, I didn't
Or
see.
do
No.
it.
I didn't see it as important. That's the statement I made. I didn't say I didn't see it. Although I didn't see
Isn't
it.
that like dating 101?
What? Opening doors?
Open the door for the woman, pulling
Well,
out a
you know
chair.
what?
That's what they say on TV.
I wasn't used to it
TV.
either.
Well, it doesn't matter what you're used to. It's what
Yeah.
you decide.
That
This
you
is
want
a part of your
done.
life.
And you have enlightened me, CL.
Yes.
I will open every door from
How
now
many
on.
How many people in your family podcast?
How many people in my family?
Yeah, you grew up
podcast?
podcasting. You grew around equipment. No,
No.
it's something you chose to do.
Yeah.
Same difference.
I from now on will open every door.
Open the door.
I will open the first door because I opened the other ones.
Hey, good credit.
Getting out the car, I just
Hey man, you get a lot on credit.
You do. And especially like when you don't expect it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like that's awesome.
you want to.
But yeah, one of my deal breakers.
It's a war going on out here, Yusuf, with women. We gotta.
Hey man,
He's
it's a
trying to
war.
help y'all.
It's a war. Hey man,
It's a war. You even know what's going on.
I've been doing all right.
Okay.
But yeah, one of my deal breakers are a guy coming saying, "This is just the way I am." This
So
is
a man
this
who
is
makes excuses about his character or
Yeah, basically.
masculinity.
basically like saying, for instance, like the guy said it curses. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have much of vocabulary, so he doesn't know how to speak out thing.
Okay.
If I'm telling you, hey, I like you, let's tone down the cursing. He's like, well, this is who I am. Okay.
Yes.
He'll get that? Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like
You don't want that was a K you gave him.
yeah, that was the K. That was the K.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just like old girl. If old girl don't want to, if I'm investing in these drawers and she don't want to put them on,
First of all, you're investing in drawers. I'm wearing them every day.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because you have to go with her to buy them.
Yeah,
like
so that
or
doesn't-
or
that
she
doesn't
would buy
mean-
them herself, so she
Yeah.
would be invested.
see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
But if your girl just don't want to change her drawers, like
Just have on the big
Be out.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. If she wears all the granny panties or the monthly panties all the time, and her excuses, well, this is just the way I am. This is how I'm comfortable.
That was in that.
No,
Okay,
I don't.
That was to add on to Nique's point.
okay,
Yeah.
Another one of mine is Lack of self-esteem.
Lack of self-esteem?
Yeah. That's one of mine.
Okay.
That's one of mine. If you got low self-esteem,
It's tough for you?
real tough.
Wow.
Because I'm not the most compassionate person.
So you lack a little
We
empathy.
see. We definitely see you.
Wow.
I do.
So you need somebody to be okay with themselves.
Yeah, I need a person that thinks that they not conceited, but they're confident in themselves. Because there's a difference between confident and conceit. And I want a person who's confident in themselves, and their ability and in their, they're not. I guess it's just low self-esteem, man.
Okay.
I just can't.
It's hard for you to do.
I lack the compassion to build you up, to build your esteem up. I just do.
Okay.
And that's knowing me. I can try, but it comes off as ingenuine. Disingenuine. It comes off as fake when I'm trying to do it. When I try to be compassionate.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. I don't mind a person having low self-esteem. I can build you up.
I think women are more of
builders.
Women can help build. Because
Yeah.
I think a woman could get a man that we put in the sorry category and help him be more. But I don't know if a lot of men can do that to a woman. You can get a sorry woman and build her up.
Please.
If you got a sorry woman, well, you throw her away.
Yeah.
Really?
Throw the baby out with the
Oh,
bathwater.
I'm out. You sorry? I'm out. I can't do nothing with that. But I think women are a little more equipped to help.
Build.
Yeah. I really believe that behind every good man there's a really good woman.
Yeah, women are more nurturing.
Yeah.
They're more
I may not
willing.
have the patience to, this is how you fix your hair.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
No, well, you don't have to say it like that. Like, you can. I mean, I'm not going to lie. A guy built my confidence up big time.
Well, I'm not, you're talking about confidence. I'm talking about somebody being like, sorry.
Yeah, we moved from that to a sorry person.
Yeah, like
sorry,
women,
no.
you can get a man and clean him up. I can't tell a woman how to dress, be a woman. First,
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
But what I assume is nice, and then try to love her too. I can't fix you and love you.
Yeah.
I can help, but I can't fix it.
Because I'm a tomboy, so up until I want to say just a couple of years ago, I didn't wear heels.
That's not a crime. You can still
All I wore was sneakers.
be relatively
You can still embrace the sexy
without heels. I mean, I wouldn't like it, but
yeah, me neither. But
but
I didn't
it
even
can
like-
be done.
there's ways to do it.
Tight jeans, fitted shirts.
You did not.
No.
Well, what was wrong? What's going on, Nique?
Like, no, that was just what it was. Like, I
need to
told
have
him,
an
like, that was
intervention?
what was
I
comfortable.
think she needed an intervention.
Well, first of all, being comfortable is a deal breaker. If you're just comfortable all the time,
Yeah, it was about being comfortable, and I wasn't used to going on dates all the time and stuff like that. And being like, I went to clubs that were like hole in the walls. I could wear some sneakers and shorts and a t-shirt. I didn't know how to dress up and
Now,
be presentable.
did that man broaden your horizons, or did he build your confidence?
Okay, I will say he brought in my.
Yeah, he kind of just.
He took me shopping for his shoes,
Okay,
and then also he dressed well himself. So
Okay.
I always wanted to match him.
you do because your woman
Yeah,
is a
so he was
reflection
like,
of
hey.
you who you
The
are.
woman
Yeah.
is a reflection of you.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
like, hey, why don't you wear your hair like this? I'm like, okay, I'll try that. But he also invested. Like, here, go get your hair done.
Okay, you have to invest.
Yeah. And then it became
That's
a
the only way you
routine.
get a return.
Yeah.
Yeah. It became a routine, and we looked good together.
Okay.
Okay.
So that benefited him and you.
See, next on the
Kind of touched on it briefly,
Okay.
but an unwillingness to change or grow.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't want to eat fish every Friday the rest of my life. I don't want. Can't do it. You have to embrace the new. Like if you're just comfortable, it's. I kind of get afraid when things get too comfortable.
yeah. When people are complacent,
Yes, complacent. They're just. This is what we do.
yeah,
and,
and it becomes a routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Saturday night,
Every
date
Saturday
night,
night, yeah.
we go.
Yeah, we go to movies every. Like I don't
Yeah, no,
particularly live like that. So that's kind of a problem for me.
Yeah, me neither.
You have to get on board or get off the boat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I can definitely agree with that because, listen, yeah.
My next one is more of a non-negotiable rather than a deal breaker.
well, let's jump into the non-negotiables.
Yeah, my non-negotiable is if a woman smokes.
I agree. That was one
I
line.
cannot do it.
That was my next one.
It's like kissing an ashtray.
Can't do it at all?
God, at all. Not even close. Not even. You can't even sneak and smoke. Like
You
not,
like
not
little
even.
Newport on your breath?
No, not
Newport
even.
100?
Not even. What is it called? I'll smoke when I don't see when I'm not around. Like I can't even. Like nah. Like can I step out? You mind if I step outside and smoke? Yeah, you can step outside and get into your car, drive away.
Oh, so if you didn't open the door and she's standing by the car smoking a cigarette, it's over.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
He's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Done. It's a done deal. I can't do it.
I can't do it either. I like even
Or a woman that gets slushy drunk, like fall out, throw up, drunk.
Ew.
Because I already lack compassion. I ain't holding your hair back.
Oh.
Not because you
Oh,
drunk.
you're not.
Not because you drunk.
See,
Like,
I
if
don't.
you sick, that's one thing. I'll be there for you. We'll, help you brush your teeth, all that good stuff. But if you drunk, throwing up and loud and belligerent, I can't do none of that. That's non-negotiable.
That's one of my non-negotiables. That's one of my deal breakers. A person that can't handle their liquor.
So drinking is not.
No, I can deal with a drinker. That's fine.
But a person who can't handle their liquor,
You can't handle, you can't control, and you don't know your limits.
Yeah.
That's
Now, how many
different.
times do you get to not handle your liquor before it becomes a problem?
Once.
once.
Once?
You get one time.
What if it's their birthday? And they're just like,
That's a special occasion.
That's-
Birthday, I'll be like,
you getting white
birthday,
boy wasted tonight.
No, birthday, I'm okay with. Your birthday.
So what if it's her birthday? That's the first one.
No, and we'll discuss at the end, and when she
Like, hey, you don't
goes
need to
back
get
to
that
your
drunk no more.
CL communication, at the end of it, when she comes to or whatever it is, we got to have a conversation. Hey, I'm cool if you drink or whatever, but I'm really not into people who that can't handle
You
their
can't
liquor.
tell me why you don't open the door. So she's supposed to tell you why she gets sloppy drunk.
She's not telling me why she gets sloppy
She
drunk.
probably can't because it's a deeper seated issue.
Well, I'm telling her that I don't like girls who
So you out.
get, huh?
I researched before I
said
date a
out.
guy.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah, at the very beginning,
Like, I'll have a conversation with her, but then I'm out.
a lot of times, as women, we research you. So we see when you drunk and
Research. You're an alcoholic.
listen, women do
You
big
go to the ABC
research.
store?
No, they get on that Facebook.
Not just Facebook. Like I can date a guy today and tell you his grandmother's aunt's name.
Okay.
Like that's how deep research becomes. So if I see on all your posts and all your friends pictures tag you in, y'all always in the club, you're always drunk, you're always drinking, like that's the only thing that y'all seem to throw out there, it's a turn off.
Oh, wow.
It's a turn off. Big turn off. I don't like I will ask, what else do y'all do? What else do you do for fun? Like if I ask you what you do for fun, or one of the major things that I had an issue with talking to a guy and traveling was, let's go look at the different things, in this area. I want to look at the nightlife. Like I don't have to go to every club in every city. Like clubs are pretty much the same anywhere.
No matter where you go.
Yeah, like I want to know, like, is this different place to eat or this? I don't want to go to the club and then go to the Waffle House after.
So
I
it's
gotta
just
stay home.
too much partying, too much.
I can't deal with that.
Oh, wow.
And it'd be crazy because these are men that'll be in their 40s and 50.
Oh, wow.
See what you got, non-negotiable.
Well, I got a question about a non-negotiable.
Oh.
Is jealousy a non-negotiable? Because
Yes.
it can be a little exciting, but it also can be very dangerous. No?
I don't like a jealous man.
I mean, it's different for you because you have to be aware of someone hurting you. But guys, is jealousy like
A turn off?
She's
Or
scared?
is it non-negotiable? Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
So a little bit of jealousy is all right, or is it?
That's a little bit of it. I just think that
I like
a little
him.
bit of it can grow. Mm-hmm. And that ain't what you want. Like, if it's okay, let me put it like this. I guess if it's out of insecurity, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. But if it's because you gave her a reason to,
well, not necessarily. No, I mean, just
all out, just
jealous. No reason.
Yeah, no,
that's not good.
I'm out.
Okay, but you don't have a reason to be jealous, do you? Mm-mm. Just because you cheated don't mean you should be jealous. That's a whole nother bag. Let's not get in there. But I'm gonna give you my other non-negotiable.
Okay.
Which I would prefer you to be passionate about something. Like I want you to have something you really want to do. And I mean, I don't care what it is, but I have things I'm passionate about and I need time for that. So it's a little selfish. I need you to be passionate about something other than our relationship.
And I was gonna that kind
like
of
a hobby or something.
Yeah, like that kind of fits into like have a grind about like something that you're into.
Yeah, it doesn't even necessarily have to make money. It's just something you like. Like I like drawing or something. Like, I don't care what it is, but if you don't have a passion, it's kind of hard for you to understand.
I need you to have a plan for life.
A plan? Mm-hmm. No, I'm just talking about passion, not a plan for life.
I mean, usually if you have a plan, you have a passion.
No. I make money, but it ain't my passion. At all. Mm-hmm. Like money is just a means to.
It's not about making money, but you have a plan. Like some guys have a plan. This is what I want to do. This is basically like what I want to be when I grow up.
Well, no,
like,
but this passion is different. It's not something necessarily that has a money value on it.
No,
it's something that
it could be something you just want to do or you like
something
to do.
that you're into, something that you want to do.
You have
something
to have
that
a
makes
plan,
a difference. Well, how does that plan have to do with your passion?
Because I mean, like a lot of people. Okay, for instance, if your passion is cutting hair or doing hair, all right, so that's your passion. If you're not doing it and you don't have a plan and the steps in place to do that to where you can do it good and you're doing it correctly, then I mean.
Well, so let's say my passion is art. I plan to paint every day.
Okay, then if that's your passion, then you should be painting
every day. But that doesn't require a plan. I'm just going to paint every day till I get better.
Yeah, but it does require a plan.
I mean, you can have a job. I'm not talking about what your job is.
No.
Or how you support your family.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about a passion. Something your passion could just be reading. That gains us no money. You spend money to read.
Yeah.
But if that's your passion, then you can. It's a little selfish why I'm saying it is because you can understand my passions. Mm-hmm. And I want to invest time in that. Mm-hmm. So I don't want you to think that time is being taken away from you. Yeah. So you need a passion. And maybe we can just designate time to do that. You can work on your passion and I work on mine and then we come back together. Yeah. So maybe that's a selfish reason for me to want you to have a passion. But you need to be passionate about something other than me. I cannot be the focal point of your life.
So basically they have to have hobbies, is what you're saying.
It could be a hobby. I don't care what you passion, hobby, just something you really want, you're interested in.
Yeah, something that you're really interested in doing. Because I think that when you have a passion, you're more likely to support and understand the person and their passion.
Definitely support.
And you want people to support your passion.
And I want to be able to support your passion.
And I want to be able to support your passion. Yeah. If you're a painter, I'm going to buy you some canvases. Yeah, I'm going to get you some paint.
Even if it's bird watching. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, we're going to sit there. I might sit there and be like, hey, let me get a couple strokes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because I was talking to a guy once. And he was like, his wife likes to read. Mm-hmm. And one of the things he does to keep their conversations going and live is he reads the books she reads.
Yeah. Oh, see, he's supposed to do that.
And that's more meaningful to a relationship.
Yeah, you definitely should do that.
So they can have something to talk about.
Yeah, because I think sometimes women, especially with women, they get caught up in the men's passion. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can get so caught up in the men's passion, it builds resentment for his passion. Yeah. He feels like you're taking away from me now.
And you start competing.
Yeah. And you don't want to compete.
And you have moved down the list of priorities. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how they look at it.
Yeah. And you want to keep her high on your priorities. Mm-hmm. So supporting her in her efforts kind of helps that. Yeah. You have one more? A couple more?
You have another one? He said he had a whole list.
I'll leave the. Oh no, we didn't. There's one we didn't cover that I think everybody in here sees as a non-negotiable. Okay. If the man or the woman is verbally, mentally, or physically abusive. Completely deal breaker, non-negotiable, all of that.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, you should run.
Yeah, for the first time she hits you, move. Like, just...
No, call the cops.
Yes, call the cops. Call the cops.
If you hit me, we're calling the cops.
Yes, definitely
calling the cops.
One of my deal breakers is a person that has bad hygiene.
If you got bad hygiene, I ain't even there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're a woman, I don't think you can hide it. Men might can hide theirs a little. So you mean to tell me like there are guys who don't take a shower every night?
Yeah. And doesn't see a problem with it.
Wow.
I don't want to know these people.
Maybe if you're in the house a few days by yourself.
No. I can't do it.
I cannot.
Not having going out, but if you're going to go out.
I know I can't do it.
I at least have to. Every day. Yeah, I have to take a shower every day. But, like.
So there are guys who don't take showers every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't want to know them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't care if you don't want to know them.
Whoa, Yusuf. Whoa.
I don't like a guy that's too needy.
Needy?
Yes.
What does that look like? Paint me a picture of that.
Okay. For instance, I want to go out with my friends, or I want to go do something with my family, and you feel the need to always be underneath me. You always need my attention. No, not all the time.
You don't want him to want to be there?
Oh,
no.
Not all the time.
Okay, not all the time. Okay,
but he can be there, but you don't want him to want to be there.
Okay.
but I hate a needy person that always needs my attention.
Did he not have like friends or?
Yeah, like something like that. Like you don't have friends, so you're always underneath me. Like you don't like to see me having fun because it's not with you, without you. I hate that.
So he's calling you all night when you go out with the girls.
I hate that. I put my phone on. I'll block you.
Maybe he is just concerned about your safety because he knows there's a lot of stuff that goes on out here.
Nope.
A lot of stuff happens in these streets.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. And I also don't like a man that talks like a woman.
That talks like a woman?
Yeah, he gossips. I hate a man that gossips.
Oh, yeah.
Gossips about what now? Because like, you talking about sports, you just gossip.
Yeah, but like, okay, for instance, if I have a man come and say, "Oh, did you hear what so-and-so said? Yeah, her husband is cheating on her and this, that, and the other. Yeah. Oh, I got the screenshots to prove it." Well.
Oh, that's too much?
That's too much.
That's too much?
He's
too heavily invested?
Too invested. You should not be.
Is that more like guys in the workplace or guys who would be romantically involved with you? Because what if y'all knew a couple and then he came and told you about the couple? That's kind of okay.
Yeah, that's kind of okay. Like, okay. Hey, did you hear about so and so? But just randomly,
yeah. Like,
hey, did you hear about so and so? Yeah, or just gossiping, or and this changed as I got older. I'll say this: I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't like, but it's kind of a turnoff. Men that watch reality TV.
Men that watch
reality TV.
So men shouldn't indulge in the ignorance of some reality TV, or like could he watch Love and Hip Hop, or do you mean he couldn't? No. Hold a second.
No. You watching Basketball Wives?
No. Yeah. Like is it more the feminine shows?
No, I mean, well, I guess it would have to be because I watch a lot of the cooking reality shows.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, yeah.
Like, because in that reality
show, cooking is a hobby of mine. So
one of the feminine, I will say like Basketball.
But what if you're an aspiring mixtape rapper and you want to watch Love and Hip Hop to see how it goes down? Love and Hip Hop
don't have nothing to do with being
Love and Hip Hop at all. No.
There are rappers on there.
Rappers fighting about love.
There are rappers. It's just the women.
Ain't no music.
The men never.
They are always fighting.
Men? They know.
Yes.
They pretend they're going to fight and then security.
He don't.
Listen,
do you watch Love and Hip Hop?
I will indulge 15 minutes every now and then. Every now and then.
I'm learning new things, see?
Yeah.
But you can watch 15 minutes of it and just guess the rest of the show. Because it really doesn't matter.
I'm good. I'm not watching.
Men fight a lot on there. A lot.
I always see them throw a drink.
Nah, they fight.
A man throws a drink?
Yeah, they guys that throw drinks.
Who?
I don't get it.
What guy throws a drink?
I don't know what season. Sometimes I don't know these pops names. Yeah.
Like he said, it was 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll indulge. Sometimes I can watch, and then if a commercial comes on, I'm like, what am I doing? But I do, though.
It catches your attention, huh?
Sometimes.
It's cheesy.
Sometimes. But, so no female reality shows?
No. If you see anything, Married to Medicine is about to come on.
Oh, there's a... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a show.
I didn't know that, but I've never seen it.
It's a show.
I didn't know
It's about all females.
What if you want to watch it with him? No? No, what if you're watching it, he's like, well, you watching this, I'll watch with you. Or you don't want him around?
I mean, if he comes in and he's like, well, I'll watch this with you.
Yeah,
he's
that's
just watching
time.
it because it's on TV
So
and
he
he's spending time with me.
He can't call you and say, set the DVR.
Nah.
He get interested in it.
No, he can't call me and say, did you see?
Yeah.
She threw that drink on that girl like that.
Did you see what Quad did?
Is that a real person? That's a real person's name on the show?
That's the person's name on the show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, see.
I have to know these things for the podcast. I have to know these things for the podcast.
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly. I have to know these.
Allegedly, he only watches 15 minutes.
Yes.
Like,
Allegedly.
Your husband cheated on her. Do you believe that?
Well, I can't go that deep, but...
Yeah, nah. But I guess it's a good time for us to get into our Ask Nique segment.
Okay.
All right.
Great convo. So what we got, Nique?
All right. We have a Dear Nique that says, I have been dating this guy for 5 months. I'm trying to be very supportive and there for him because he's a good man and has a lot of potential. However, he always has my car. He does have a work truck, but he likes to use my car. My problem is he always has my car and leaves me home with my 3 kids with no transportation. What should I do?
Can I go briefly first?
Go ahead, see.
First of all, don't date anyone off potential. It's the worst thing you can do. Don't date anyone off potential. You date potential, you're asking for
Disaster.
trouble all the way.
And I think that's the only thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else to say. Like, what do you say, Nique? The guy leaves her at the house with her kids without her car.
Yeah, with no transportation.
So that means in an emergency,
he's very irresponsible.
He doesn't give
because these aren't emergencies. I
couldn't even use the word I wanted to use, but he don't care.
No, he doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't care at all.
There's no. So now you gotta, before you call 911
and report your car is stolen.
You gotta call him and be like, "Hey, I need you. Lil Casey fell down and bumped her head. I gotta take her to the hospital."
But does she drive his work truck?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it doesn't state that.
Okay.
But no, you're not driving my car. You're not driving my car at all. The only way that I would let a man drive my car and leave me home with my kids with no transportation is if he was going to get us something to eat.
What if your car is better and you're going on a trip?
Then I can use my car. Yeah.
Okay, you can use your car.
I don't mind using my car for that, but just to you dropping me off at work.
So she should immediately stop him from doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? What's the point?
I'm not debating he should.
But in 5 months, my question to her would be, what has he done to make you comfortable with using your vehicle that has your name on it, your insurance, you pay for it? What has he done to earn that?
He could be putting it down.
That is not enough.
Her version of putting it down.
He could be doing that.
That's not enough for me.
He could be slanging that wine.
Okay, he could be.
That's not enough for me.
That's not enough?
Nope.
Women, there are a lot of women who make decisions based upon that.
Yeah.
Or maybe just thinking she thinks that's a form of support.
Could be.
That's sad.
Oh, it is very sad. But she would need to get her car back. Get your keys.
Call the cops. Report it stolen.
Nah, I mean, that's
Should she break up with him too?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because apparently he doesn't really like her.
He's using her. Like, it's gotta be. That's the only thing that makes sense.
He's using her?
Yes.
He can't really love her and just...
Nah.
It does seem like a using situation.
I see women all the time being dropped off at work.
With their cars?
With their cars. They're driving
If it got the fuzzy steering wheel.
Yeah, that's the part.
And he done took it off when she got out the car.
No, like I literally have seen many women being dropped off to work and then coming in with a nasty attitude and looking at us crazy like,
so that's what be happening to them in the morning time.
Yeah, I ain't drop you off.
Whatever it is he did.
Yeah. I've even had men try to talk to me like while I'm leaving work and they're out there waiting for their girlfriends or wives. They'll try to talk to me. Wow. If you don't,
what are you doing to these men though?
I'm just being neat, okay. I'm marvelous.
Wow. Hey,
I'm marvelous.
Wow.
Y'all got a whole segment of surviving Nique.
And we gonna have a whole episode, man. A whole episode we about to have in a minute.
Wow. Yeah, she should definitely get out.
Yeah, get out now.
Get out. It's just
because
too big a price to pay.
What's going to end up happening over time is you lose people in those situations end up losing themselves. Mm-hmm. Losing yourself, and you still believe in the potential rather than the reality.
On top of she's showing her kids that's how a man's supposed to be.
That's the next thing. That's the biggest thing. You're showing if you have sons, you're showing them how he should treat a woman, and if you have that, it's okay not to have your own. Mm-hmm. That's what you're showing. If you have sons,
that a woman's supposed to hand you stuff.
Yeah, and if she has daughters, she's showing them, hey, this is how you should be treated. Expect to be treated like this. Like that's I don't ever.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look. It's just not.
Not a good look.
It's not a good look. So
at all. Especially 5 months and he's already
5 months
around
is
your
way
kids.
too soon.
Yeah, way too soon.
Using your car, like y'all, that should be like y'all still going on dates, trying to get to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
whether or not y'all gonna be in a relationship.
That's a little tight of a timeline.
Yeah, and it could be habit for him too.
It could be a habit for her.
Or what? Just
letting people use her car and letting men come in too easy. Her? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That could
be.
Because a lot of times that becomes a cycle in a woman. Like if a man knows you're like that and you're going to tolerate that and allow that, a lot of that attracts a lot of men to doing that.
I think I never thought about it like that.
Mm-hmm. They were like, what? She gonna let me use her car and not do anything about it.
Wow, he must have really did his research.
Hey, men do. Bums.
I don't know.
Bums ain't got no.
But yeah.
Hey, bums don't have nothing else to do but sit there and research women like that.
Okay.
Because all they do is sit at home. I'm sure he took her car and went to his mama's house.
Or Do Dirty house, his homeboy.
Or Do Dirty.
He probably got them all in her car.
Yeah. Got them all in the car.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Probably picks her up and she has to sit in the back.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's dirty.
Now that would be, let me say something.
I wish someone would.
I wish I would get in the backseat of my own car.
But some women do.
That's a sick thought.
I wish I would get in the backseat of my own car.
Yeah.
First of all, especially like if you are, if a guy drops you off at work, and when he comes and picks you up, your whole car smells like smoke, and I'm like, whoa, who's been smoking in my car? He was like, oh, my boys were in here smoking in my car, and I don't smoke at all. That's disrespectful. Like,
so she should just drop this whole 5 months.
Completely.
It's
a complete. It was a non-negotiable from the start, and now it's just a complete deal breaker.
Like, imagine him wrecking her car, and that's the only vehicle she has.
He ain't on the insurance.
Yeah,
Woo.
A lot of problems.
No,
It's a lot of risk, but. Anyway, man, dope show, people, man. It was a great show.
Yes,
definitely. I had fun with y'all today. We had a lot of laughter.
A lot of laughs.
All right, well, that ends our show, our episode today. Tune in next time. My name is Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf. And if you want to join the conversation, you can email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com. That's relstat podcast@gmail.com. Or call us at 843-310-8637. That's 843-310-8637. Follow us on all social media platforms at RELSTAT podcast. And lastly, don't forget to like, comment, share, and rate. Until the next time, we out. How do you defy life? By standing out from the crowd, living life on your own terms, being unapologetically you. Say it all with Defy Life gear. Stylish apparel and accessories for men, women, and kids. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, bags, outerwear, and more. Visit DefyLifeGear.com for all of your Defy Life gear. And remember, your lifestyle should always be defiant. DefyLifeGear.com.